so that we can make use of this technology for whatever areas we think we can apply. And it is for the universities, of course, to teach people to look at this new technology as an instrument to bring good to themselves. Of course, it can also be abused, but by and large, this new technology on communication, on the spread of information, on the spread of knowledge, has been made use in a very productive way. It's not been abused that much. Sometimes, of course, we fear that whatever you put on the internet, other people can access. Of course, the Americans have put on the internet some secrets of theirs, thinking that they would be safe, and now, of course, somebody has hijacked the information. But for us, there is no worry. We are only going to spread knowledge, good knowledge. Of course, if you want to spread knowledge about how to make a nuclear weapon, that is also knowledge, but I don't think you are interested in that. So we will concentrate on educating our people, and we must make use of the new technologies presently available and which will be available in the future. In fact, you have to think on how much you can contribute towards higher learning by developing your own software, your own systems, which will make it even easier for you to gain access to the knowledge that is already available in the internet, in this information superhighway. At one time, of course, you need to type things out. Now you have the mouse, and with the mouse you only need to point. If you don't know how to point, I think you shouldn't be educated at all. That's our tribute to Microsoft. They made it so easy that you don't have to learn about Fortran and things like that. Nowadays, you don't bother about such things. All you need to do is to have an index finger that can press a certain part of the mouse. You press it twice, and suddenly all the information comes pouring out from the computer. And this surely must contribute much towards making university education accessible, available to more and more people. Some people think that it is not good to educate people too much because they tend to talk back to you. But I think we cannot avoid these things anymore. Some of the knowledge that is coming out of the internet is not really very good. One has to learn how to make sure that bad information is not made accessible to people who want to have a university degree, or to anybody else for that matter. If I may digress a bit, we are seeing a lot of sex crimes in this country. And I believe this is due to the availability of pornography on the internet. Just imagine a teenager looking at that. He gets very excited, and when he gets excited, he doesn't care how he releases that excitement. And we have seen rapes and even molesting children and all that happening now more often than before. I think it has something to do with what is available on the internet. Now, if we can develop a software that will stop this information from reaching anybody at all, then we would have contributed much to the quality of our own society. Of course, some people suggested that when you have the word sex, you type in sex, the computer will not vomit out all the things about sex. But then if you ban the word sex, the English people will feel very unhappy because their districts are called Sussex, Middlesex. So you can't get information about their districts. So, but there must be other ways for us to close, to shut off this information. That is something that will not hurt your the amount of knowledge that you need for university education. And if you can develop software that can cut this out entirely, then you will be doing something good for yourself, for the government also, and for the public. Of course, if the world is made up of like-minded people, we can have a law which says that any country that allows such filthy material to get into the internet should be regarded as having breached the law and should be punished. The world should decide on this. But then there are lots of countries which seem to enjoy abusing the information superhighway, putting in all kinds of dirty things into the internet, and so undermining the moral of people in general, and the young in particular. But again, this is something that at the moment we cannot avoid, because the rest of the information available in the computer is going to contribute much towards our acquisition of knowledge. So university education now should be accessible, available to everyone. And with that, of course, we will have a better educated society, and a better educated society will be a much more productive society. I don't know whether Madam Page have got a computer on their motorcycles, but of course, no matter how much information, how much knowledge there may be on the internet, but if you don't access it, you still cannot get the knowledge. So it is a question of getting the horse to the trough to drink, but if it doesn't want to drink, there's nothing you can do about it. But we have to develop a way of getting people to love the computer. Of course, too much love for the computer is also bad, because I find some children spending hours and hours before their computer, but they were not acquiring knowledge, they were playing games. See, that is not very good. Perhaps we could also find develop a software to prevent children from playing games except for 1 hour a day or something like that, or not at all. There is an opportunity for new knowledge gained through access through the new technologies that are available today. So I feel that you are well aware of all these things that I've said. And when you ask me to speak about the impact of technology on the future of higher education, you know already that the impact is very great, because you are already making use of the technology. So there is really not much that I can contribute other than to say that the computer must be used maximally in the spread of knowledge, so that more and more people will become highly educated, even up to obtaining degrees from the Open University. This is the future. The Open University is the future because it is cheap, it is readily accessible, and it will enable even those people who are very busy working find time to learn whatever it is that he wishes to learn. And this means that the technology, the impact of technology on the future of higher education will be very, very big indeed. So I'll stop there, and I'm told here that I have some question and answer to questions to be answered. Is that true? Okay. Well.
President.